All right, now we're going to learn about ejecting. So far in this application, we've been using something called Create React App. And what that does is it tucks away all of the hard parts of all of the tooling behind building a React application, and it does it all for you. So if you've ever tried to build a modern JavaScript application, you know that you can sometimes wake up 10 hours later just rocking on the ground, being like, why are there so many Webpack files? And what is Babel? What's the difference between a preset and a plugin? And which one do I need? And I have 6 different boilerplates and nothing works. I just want to write some JavaScript. And it's the most frustrating thing around. So what Create React App does is it takes all of that stuff, it builds you a really nice sort of like common default, and it puts it behind its own package called React Scripts. Now, that is great because we've gone this whole tutorial learning with it, but you might be asking, okay, I want to do a little bit something custom. I know a little bit about Webpack. How do I get a custom ESLint setup? How do I customize my Webpack setup? How do I do custom Babel plugins? And if you need to do that, and when you need to do that, what you need to do is eject from Create React App. So we're going to go from no longer just having this tidy little source directory in our baby little public folder with an index and an icon in it, and it's going to actually give us everything. So ejecting is one way. You can't kind of uneject. So what I like to tell people to do is just do this on a branch in Git. So I just created a new Git repository here, and I'm going to check out a new branch called ejected. Just so that if I want to uneject, I can go back. I can roll that branch back. And then what we want to run, if you look at package.json, you'll see there is an eject here, and we simply just run npm run eject. You ready? 5, 4. I'm just kidding. Here we go. And do you want to eject? Of course we do. And then it is going to give us all of the dependency files as well as install all the dependencies that we need for this to work. When it has finished, we can type git status, and it will show us that we've edited package.json as well as added 2 new folders, config and scripts. Let's take a quick look. Open package.json first, and you'll notice that, holy smokes, look at all of this new stuff that has been added. There's probably about 30 or 40 lines of other dependencies. And this stuff is not new. It was just previously tucked away in the React scripts for us, so we don't have to worry about what the heck is gzip size and rimraf and extract text, Webpack plugin, and all that stuff. So what this is doing is it's allowing us to use Babel, ESLint, Webpack dev server, as well as all of the loading that we need behind the scenes. So when we've ejected, we have this external Webpack file. You can open that up. You can just take a look at how does Webpack work. I'm not going to go through all of it just because that's an entire series in itself. However, if you wanted to add something, like maybe you want to add your own Sass loading, or you want to add inline styles, or your own dev server, or some sort of reloading that you wish to use, you can edit the Webpack file here, and you'll have a little bit more control over how it works. I generally like to stay with Create React App as long as I possibly can, because it just gets out of your way. And it's sort of nice if you do need a little bit more control, you can eject and get access to this really well-built Webpack setup. And it's not like you're going to write this thing from scratch, but you could tweak a few things here or there. Another thing in your package.json is it also gives you access to your ESLint commands here. And if you have some custom ESLint rules, which a lot of developers do, then you can add them to the package.json. It was recently taken out of an ESLint RC file into package.json. There's some stuff around testing here with Jest, which is what a lot of people use to test the React components, as well as has all of your Babel presets. So maybe you wanted to try out some of the experimental Babel preset features. What you could do is you can add stage 1 or stage 0 to this, no problem. So Create React App, really nice for just getting up and running, and then you can eject if you need a little bit more control. So that is it. Woo, what a series. I want to thank you so much for joining me and learning React. I hope that you learned a lot. I hope that you really understand how React works and you're excited to go build more. If you've got any feedback or any questions, or if you have some ideas as to what you'd like to see from me next in terms of tutorial, please feel free to hit me up on the chat or anything like that. I would love to hear from you. Other than that, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.